Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Jeff, and I have a really fun one here today. I'm still in the VIP arena event here today. It is now 1 a.m. in the morning, and I only have access for a little bit longer, and this will probably be the last video I do. But I'm still up. I'm still playing Magic, and so you know what? Why not? I have to move my entire house tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna have fun today. All right, so this is a deck that I threw together that has been surprisingly effective for me. The whole idea was just Kahira having being in the champion mode, the companion mode, excuse me. So each creature card in your starting deck has to be a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, and beast card, which is fairly easy to do. Our Krasis is a beast, our Royal Grazer beast. We have our cats, and these are all basically really good creatures to throw our mutate creatures on. We don't have a lot of them, but the ones that we do are amazing. Parcel Beast, for 2 mana, all of a sudden we can turn a Hydra Krasis. Like the early game, when you sometimes feel bad to do like a Hydra Krasis for 2, and it has 2 counters, all of a sudden the next turn for 2 more mana, you can turn it into a 4/6 flying, and if you have Kahira out, all of a sudden it's a 5/7 that flies through with Vigilance, and you can also use its ability at the end, in each end step. You know, so it's busted, honestly. Really cool stuff you can do there. And then we also have this Gem Razor, which I need to find out how to change the look of these, because I really like the other format better. But Gem Razor, really good. We have to have ways to be able to destroy artifacts and enchantments in this format. We will run up against those, which is also the reason I'm running Light of Hope, which also happens to be a counterspell basically for Heartless Act. You just put a +1/+1 counter on the creature it's using to remove it. All of a sudden they can't deal damage to it. It also destroys enchantments, gains life. It's very versatile. So I think a 2 of is kind of how I'm thinking you want to run this in a deck kind of like this, just a value town type of deck. Otherwise, we're trying to run beasts. We're trying to run cool things. I have Lurrus in here because it's amazing with Hydra Krasis. Again, Hydra Krasis is the star of this deck. We basically are trying to build up a lot of mana, get to our Hydra Krasis, and then kind of win with other things if that doesn't work out. But Lurrus being able to cast our Hydra Krasis every turn if it dies is really cool and fun. So anyway, this is pretty much the deck. It will go a little bit more into late game oftentimes, but we do have the ability to go aggressive with these questing beasts with, you know, a 5/7 Hydra Krasis pretty early game. And so let's see how it does for us. Yeah, here we go, get in the gameplay. Wish me luck. Yeah, we'll go first. We get to our Royal Grazer. Honestly, a Royal Grazer I wasn't a big fan of beforehand, because like, yeah, it's nice to be able to get lands out, that kind of thing, but it just felt so dead later on. But now when I know that I can use it for mutate, it's so much better. The Charm Trait also not terrible, but I think I'm looking for, I mean, that is a creature we can play over and over again with the Lurrus. I think I'm looking for the land though to get to this questing beast. We need another green source. Kahira is nice, and we probably will just play out the Kahira. I think it's better to play the one from hand than the one from the companion mode. I'd rather have that not have the chance of being disrupted by discard. And I mean, we have 4 power on the battlefield. Our Royal Grazer suddenly somewhat reasonable. Well, now we really need this green source. All right, well, we got it. More lands, I think. We need to start actually drawing into action. Now we have the questing beast, which should be pretty good. Do I want to play this? Let's go ahead and get out the Lurrus, pass the turn. No attacks. Yeah, this is a pretty interesting deck. It's very different than your typical thing here. Shock was kind of interesting to see in a green deck. And that's not as typical. It's a little cat making noises. Another Shock. It does kill a lot of things right now. That's evident. All right, well, let's go questing beast. Opponents were like, what the crap is this deck? It's awesome. That's what it is. That is what it is. All right, swing in. Get in down to 15, pass the turn. We had a lot of legendaries so far. Honestly, we ought to be playing like some sort of legendary tribal stuff. That'd be fun. Stomps her face. All right, has all sorts of dealing damageness. I want to play Stormwild Caprador at some point as well. There's a really fun combo that you can do with it that's really fun. Hydro Helix into what? They're using a lot of cards to kill this questing beast. All right, Skewer the Critics. Is this just like a Teamer burn deck almost? Maybe it's like Song of Creation burn. That would be intriguing. All right, questing beast number 2. We've drawn a lot of the same cards. I'm not loving that. I might just get down this Hydrocrisis down next turn. I mean, we go Kahira to put more pressure on. I suppose. Yeah, Kahira. Swing in with the Beastly. Down to 6. Got a human. Pass the turn. This is just a straight up value deck, and it's playing like it. Like, it's just like, all right, everything that we're playing doesn't, like, surprisingly with Kahira, they have synergy. And these are cards I wouldn't typically play together, but like with Kahira, all of a sudden it feels pretty good. Well, let's go ahead and go to combat. I'm expecting some sort of interaction here, but let's offer up whatever they're going to do. All right, I guess, yeah, they block. I guess we should have swung with Kahira. Fateful End, all right. So get to trade with Questing Beast. Pyrohelix. Pyrohelix is pretty good too. This is a what in the world type of deck I'm seeing here. Temple of Mystery, another Kahira. Yeah, I guess so. We can't actually swing with that. I think now we throw down our Luris and we get to swing in for 5 next turn. Hydrocrisis seems okay. What do you have in the graveyard? Alright, go for Luris. I kind of want the Hydrocrisis to die so then we can just play it again with Luris. Do they have another shock? This is just a straight up burn deck. This is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Swing in. We were putting threats on the battlefield. Technically, I guess I should have just played this out for 0 to have lethal on board. What? Nice. All right. A Teamer burn deck. I don't think I've ever seen that. All right. I could play this as a 1/1 and play Lovestruck Beast as well, but I think we're gonna draw cards while we can. All right. Up to 16. No attack. Pass the turn. All right. Now opponent scoops it up. What in the world was that? Why were they playing the other colors? I'm assuming it's for Song of Creation, because I do feel like Song of Creation with a burn deck would work out pretty well. You're okay getting empty-handed. You can cast as many spells as you can, but I feel like that's gotta mess up with your colors. Anyway, that was a really interesting deck that we just beat there. Orc's Head Magic. Charm Stray. We don't have any of our. We don't have blue mana. We don't have a lot of things here. And technically we have 3 Kahiras. Yeah, that wasn't very good at all. I guess we keep this. Drop a Charm Stray. Pass the turn. We're basically just hoping that this scry helps us hit something worthwhile. It needs to be a land. We can't actually mutate onto this Lovestruck Beast human token. It has to mutate onto non-human. So that is the one awkward thing with the human tokens that we have there. But I think it's worthwhile to play a 6/6 occasionally. You know, that's not bad. Paradise Druid. Teferi. Well, we love to hit our lands. Let's just get out the Love Struck Beast. Oh, if we hit white mana, I can actually kind of do a gotcha thing here with that. No attacks. The Love Struck Beast is a big threat here. Getting in for 2 attacks potentially would be very nice. I like it just as a blocker oftentimes as well. It's such a good blocker against so many things. All right, give me white mana. Do it to it. Leafkin Druid. Our Boyar Grazer. That's not what we wanted. Okay, put that onto Love Struck Beast, under it. All the same abilities still apply, so that means it can't attack unless there's a 1/1 still. But we'll pass the turn, just try to hit our lands. They are ramping like crazy. I'm wondering if this is like a Kinnan deck that's supposed to be Simic, but they just didn't have everything. What is that? Fertilid? Enters with 2 counters. Remove 2 counters, and search library for a basic land card. That's actually pretty good. Actually really good. You can do it at instant speed as well. And the turn it comes out. I'm impressed. Does it come onto the battlefield tapped? I actually really like that ability. Alright, we don't need more white cards. We need alright, well. Let's at least get something on the battlefield. Draw a card. Alright, tapped white source. Doesn't really look great for us. Yeah, I'm digging this Fertilid. You get to get 2 lands with it. I mean, it's 7 mana overall. I'm not sure how great that is. All this is a deck full of ramp. It may be like a Enray's Forerunners or something like that. All right. Taps, then doesn't tap. No enchantments yet. Well, let's play this out. Yeah, more white mana. I guess we keep it. Sure, we'll go Kikira, we'll play Grazer. Now we can swing Krasis through this Grazer. Has Vigilance, which is really nice. Having flyers with this is really powerful. Like, I'm actually thinking about doing just like a... You can do like the... maybe like a flying tribal. You can do elementals, the flying cat. There's even nightmares you can play with this, which would be a good flying tribal deck. But vigilant flyers are very powerful. Anyway. Fun stuff to do here. Sorry guys, I'm like... definitely lacking sleep, but I'm sorry if it's affecting my commentary. What do you guys think of this set so far, though? Like, overall, what are your thoughts? I think my favorite thing about it right now is that it's changing up the meta like crazy. I am trying to, like, this deck is trying to build something that would be a little bit more like, again, a semi-established deck. I don't think this would be a top tier at all. But I think it can compete with top tier decks at times, if that makes any sense at all. All right, what you doing? They've clearly got a lot of mana. Did they finally find a threat? All right, all that time just to play an Arbiter Grazer. Makes sense. We can just bounce it back. We can play it again. The best thing to play here... Ooh, another Teferi? No. It's really not that great in this situation. Our best play right now is actually putting this onto the Krasis, giving it trample. Oh, we could put it somewhere else. Now let's make a 7/7. Charm Stray go as well. We have the life gain. Okay, attack in. And it has vigilance. Now the grazers don't look so bad. Okay, they block 3 of the damage. Oh, that's fun. Okay, okay, this is the one that has the ability here. I keep forgetting. I really wish that they would show like both things here. All right, return the wild speaker. Okay, that's what they were debating on playing on their turn. Return the wild speaker, I don't think even is enough for them. They basically have to hit the other one, the raise boar. And even that's only meh. It's the... If they can get X10 on their finale, that would be bad. I think they're 1 mana away from being able to finale for 10. I think they have 11 mana. I believe it takes 2x or 2 green and then X. Oh no, they have 12 exactly right now. All right, opponent completely timed out. That's always fun. Ooh, another Krasis. I was gonna play Teferi, but that's just better. I guess we can go X4. All right, I think opponent's timing us out. All of the lands. All right, swing in with the 7/7 again. We're gonna hold up blockers in case they do get the finale. Chalk them in the land so that we can use the left struck beast. Pass turn. Nylea. Vivian, interesting.
Civilization has crept too far. Tear it down.
It's so surprising this doesn't have reach every time. So they can kill our Hydra Krasis?
Watch out. They bite.
All right, the scry will be nice here. What can we hit? Not land. No more lands, please. Questing Beast. Questing Beast is very good. All right. That should be game. We get the Teferi Time Raveler.
You show remorse.
We get to
I'll
bounce.
show straight. Oh, I've done the hero
Good
thing.
game. We get the Questing Beast. And we could technically put something else onto the Aris, but yeah, that's game. All right, sweet. We did pull it off. It took a while to get through that game, but it's definitely powerful. I think the thing I'm noticing is that a lot of people are kind of comboing off right now, which the meme decks is what the early release event is all about. So that makes sense. If we can guarantee white mana, this is pretty good. I mean, we get 2 lands on right away. We have 2 decent blockers. I mean, that's actually pretty good. It's a good turn 3 play, or turn 2 play if we hit land. Not land to the bottom. Oh, come on. No, not like this deck. Well, we make a board, and we have good blockers against flyers. That might be something. Alright. That is a thing that we can do. Play Parcel Beast. Put it over. No attacks past the turn. I mean, I kept the 2-land hand. I think it was after Mulligan. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just because I was being silly. All right, let's play. Do we go aggressive or do we bounce? Spells your opponent's control or more. Let's go ahead and get down the Teferi.
Let's slow this down.
I'd like to hit lands if possible.
There goes nothing.
I guess they just have a block. No attacks, past the turn. Alright, hitting land makes this very much more possible.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
So we could try to just use Parcel Beast's ability and get down Kahira. Questing Beast swings in for 5 then. Let's go for Questing Beast. It's damaged this turn while everything else is damaged maybe later. Down to 16. If they're playing a Flyers deck, I'm having the 2 Brilliant Grazers. Again, I think they're actually somehow powerful now. Not powerful, but like you can actually use them. It's weird. All right. Kahira is seeming pretty good here. Kahira here.
I've got time.
Another Parcel Beast. Yeah, I mean, having multiple of these can string together some really awesome plays. So we'll go ahead and put Kahira down. Swinging with Questing Beast. I should play from the hand. I always forget about that. I mean, I guess you have less information if you play it from the companion area, commander zone. What do you call that? Companion zone now? Teferi bounce seems good. Another Imperial Eagle. Okay, that's probably their best play there. And then they might just have to go after Teferi. We can block 2 of them. Oh, they have Safara. That does change things a little bit. All right. I mean, kind of. And kind of not because of this. I mean, do we have lethal? 6, yeah, okay. So I mean, it was cool, but that's fine. I mean, the fact that they got out Safara is awesome. That usually is just like points. Yeah, that's the reason we run Teferi, is because it's really like we don't have that much interaction, but Teferi balance somehow is enough oftentimes. Up against Nola Gold. I don't know what it is with this deck and not being able to find white mana. We get to scry twice though. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. We still have 8 play for turn 3. All right, there we go. We find the white mana. My goodness. Now I think that we get out Charmstray into Parcel Beast. Yorion. This might be a bad matchup for us. We have a lot of value, but if they have Agent of Treacheries, we give them our value, and I don't like that. Let's actually get out Kahira this turn. Swing in for 2. Pass the turn. We technically get a little bit better turn like for the next turn. We get the Parcel Beast, play the land. All right. We go for the Teferi. It's not more white mana, but I think we do need more lands, so we'll keep it. I
know my responsibility.
We'll go ahead and bounce here. We get to swing in again. Get to draw a card. Deputy's going to hit something again. If it's Kahira, that's fine. We have multiple in the deck at some point, but now we get to start playing things like Questing Beast and go aggressive. All right. That's cool. That's cool. Do I want to just play Questing Beast is the question. No, the whole reason we came to do this is to do fun things like Parcel Beast. So, Parcel Beast onto Charmstray. Over. Attack in. I guess I could have also done that like onto the Kahira. Let's play Heart's Desire as an extra blocker. Breeding Pool tapped. I hope we don't need to use this Light of Hope. I want to be able to use this. So Breeding Pool tapped, pass the turn. So Deputy of Detention, I think they get both of the cards that are underneath this. And then if we get to steal it back, if we get rid of Deputy of Detention at some point, we get them both back separately though. Which, I mean, isn't bad. We get a 3/5 that doesn't have lifelink, but then we also get the 2/2 that does. So I'm not sure if these cards that exile permanents are as good anymore. Deputy of Detention probably better than Banishing Light just because of Gem Rays are going to be good against these decks. This format is going to be so different. Like, I really don't know what decks are going to be good. I mean, you're going to have control of some sort. I think that a Jeskai or like Esper control is always going to be amazing. Of course. But I'm not sure what you do after that. This might just be Yorion to have a big body on the battlefield. Bounce the Alrios. Alright, Thassa. Same difference. Can't destroy that enchantment. Still can't destroy the enchantment.
Let's try this.
I can kill both of them with the Light of Hope. Let's go Questing Beast. I guess they are okay to double block here. Let's go with both, or maybe all of these. Let's go for an all-out swing. Going a bit more aggressive might be useful here. Everything is vigilant. Okay, let's attack like that. Now I'm assuming they will chump here and block the Kahira. They double block. Okay. We get in for 7, I'm pretty happy about it. They could also just block the 1/1. We haven't got out Love Struck Beast yet. Alright, now we will Light of Hope. Put a counter onto this guy. Activate the ability. Another Questing Beast. Down to 4, pass the turn. Okay. Deputy of the Tension. Questing Beast is a good one to hit there. Fairy. Now they get to hit my Teferi. Alright, that was a good play.
Might be a bad idea.
Quite the good play there.
That didn't pan out.
Yeah, like I said, this is probably one of the harder matchups for us overall.
Here we go.
All right, how much mana can we use here? I mean, we force the chump block. We get rid of something that might be useful enough. I think that getting on the Charm Stray to be able to turn into a 4/4 for next turn is going to be important. So I think we go like this. Questing Beast number 2, Charm Stray. Attack in. Yeah. I mean, they're down to 4. They have to have lots of answers. The issue is that, oh man, okay, Agent of Treachery. They can also bounce Deputy of Tension, which would get both of the Questing Beasts, but now they swing with Questing Beasts, now they just bounce that. I guess it's already theirs anyway. No blocks.
Only time will tell.
They still are lands, I would assume. I'm pretty sure that's game. I don't know how we ever come back from Thassa, Agent of Treachery. We're just gonna mutate like crazy. Just for the sake of fun. We'll give them all of our cards so they can play with them. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's how that goes. All right, I hate to end on a loss, but it's really late, guys. I told you guys when I started this, right? Like, we're coming up on 2 o'clock soon. And I better go to bed because I have a long day tomorrow as well. But I think this is the last video I'm going to do in the early access, so I'll have to be using my own cards from here on out. So it might be looking a little bit different, just playing around with different kinds of things. But overall, I really like this set. I think that this set is fun. It's changing things up a lot. I'm intrigued with Mutate to see how good it actually is. Like, it's definitely proven to be powerful. But how powerful, I'm still kind of in between on. The one thing to note is that whenever you mutate onto a creature, if the creature gets removed that you're mutating onto, you still get the creature come down. So like Parcel Beast, even if you can't put it onto the Charm Stray, like Charm Stray gets killed, Parcel Beast will still come down. So the best thing for people to do is to let it kind of resolve and then kill both at the same time. Anyway, there's just kind of cool aspects of this that really I think are fun. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.